Yo, what's good guys? This is Nightwing2303 from WearTesters.com. Today we got a detailed look at these guys right here. This is the Under Armour Curry 3. Big thanks to Under Armour for sending these guys out. I really appreciate it. So let's go ahead and take a closer look. Now, probably my favorite feature of the shoe is not actually the shoe itself. It's this guy right here. This is the little tech spec card. I just love these things. I think it's awesome. It breaks down all of the tech in there so the consumer knows exactly what they're getting. Something that I really love, being a tech junkie and everything. Now, as for the shoes themselves, the traction pattern, full-length herringbone, multi-directional, pivot point at the ball of the foot, nothing fancy, no frills, none of that stuff, no gimmicks. They do have storytelling underneath the actual herringbone, which is cool. So I think it's like the Bay Bridge and all that kind of stuff. It says TCC, which is trust, commitment, and care. But other than that, it's very simple. This is the way to tell stories right, so long as the traction actually works. Because if this is some boo-boo herringbone, then that's gonna suck. But herringbone usually performs really well. The rubber compound also feels really good, so I'm pretty confident that these are going to play pretty nicely depending on the court condition. Now the midsole is charged foam once again. Steph really likes that stuff. I don't too much, especially compared to the Micro G. But this is Steph's shoe, it's not my shoe, so you know, when we do reviews, when we wear tests and things like that and give the performance review, it's based off of what, you know, we actually are feeling, not what the athlete actually needs or wants. Because what they need isn't always, you know, translated really well over to what you or I need. And then you can see that the heel is very exaggerated, and that's where they place the I can do all things along with the SC30 logo. The upper is probably my favorite part. You got a mixture of materials up here, and I like all of them that are used. So the main one is the Textile, which is basically what they're calling thread-borne, and it's high tension threads woven together, makes up the upper. High tension threads are something similar that you see in those like little bracelets that you wear, like the paracord bracelets. So it's a very strong tensile strength, which is great. So it's not going to rip supposedly on you. And then just for added, you know, durability, they have fuse layers around the high wear areas along with the stress zones, which are right around the eye stay. Now my favorite part is actually the inside. It actually looks the best on this portion as well, at least in my opinion, but they brought back Anafoam. Anafoam I was a big fan of with the Curry 1, and they have it on the Curry 3, which I think is awesome. Anafoam usually just takes a little bit of time to break in because it is a foam upper, so once you kind of heat that up with your foot and then moisten it a little bit with the moisture, it starts to break in and mold to your foot shape. It feels awesome. It gives you a one-to-one fit. Absolutely love it. Speaking of the fit, these guys fit perfectly true to size. I actually really like the way these fit. The Curry 1, you know, once they broke in, they were nice. The Curry 2 started off really snug, but once you broke them in, those also were really nice. Kind of gives you like the best one-to-one fit. And these guys right here are kind of like a mix in between the two. So while it is very snug and everything, it's not too snug, you know what I mean? Like it doesn't feel like it's gonna suffocate you. And that's how I felt when I first tried on the Curry 2 until I broke them in. So I would definitely recommend going true to size. Wide footers, you might wanna try them on just to be safe, you know what I mean? Like lengthwise, they fit me perfect. Toes right at the edge, right where I like it. So I'm really hoping that these guys perform really well on court, because so far so good. The lacing system is slightly asymmetrical, which I think is great. It's going to wrap up that medial side, pulling it over to the lateral and vice versa. And basically that's going to give you the best, you know, possible containment, which is going to be awesome. And then they have these little carbon fiber wings on the medial and lateral side. Those are basically working in conjunction with the molded heel to keep your foot in place from shifting off the footbed side to side for that heel support. The inside is nicely padded, so heel containment should be fine. They're also kind of like a higher cut mid, so again, heel containment should be fine. These lace loops right here will pull your heel into the back of the shoe, so you shouldn't have any heel slip issues. And then there is a carbon fiber midfoot shank for torsional support as well. Now the box on these guys says that they are $149, but they are actually $140. They did the same thing last year with the 2 where they were priced on the box higher. I think it's because they were initially planning to price them at, you know, whatever the price might be, and then the backlash from people like consumers, fans, whatever it is, they're like, yo, why are they so expensive now? And so they just drop it down 10 bucks. So kind of makes you feel like you're getting a deal, even though these are going to be priced at the same price point as the Hardened 1, so these two are both going to be $140. So tech spec wise, these are way lighter, by the way, just holding them in hand. But the tech specs in these are, in my opinion, not quite as nice as these guys, just because these have boost. However, we don't know which one performs better on court just yet, so you know, we hope to find out soon. And that pretty much takes care of it. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for all your support. Let me know what you guys think about these guys right here. This is the launch colorway. I believe they released on Tuesday. You can get them at underarmour.com, champs.com, all that stuff. You could probably get them in store as well. Oh, also the insole, super comfortable, very thick yellow ortholite. Absolutely love it. So thank you guys again for watching. Big shout out to Under Armour for sending these over. Really appreciate it. And until next time, guys, have a good one.
What's going on, guys? It's Jaron from WearTesters.com, and Under Armour has just locked in a deal that will make them the exclusive uniform provider for Major League Baseball. The deal won't take effect until the year 2020, but this is still a major step for the brand as it marks the first time they will hold.
So as I was saying earlier, this is the first time that this shoe has come back in original shape since its original release, and from what I can remember of the 2000-2001